Hello everybody and what is up? Welcome back to the Hydroplex YouTube channel. I know it's been a while since my last cartoon video, but I've been busy with stuff such as Hill Records and my new mixtape Rika, R capital lowercase I C A, which I'm gonna get some exciting news about before the end of the year. So yeah, but back to the video topic. I'll cover more on the music stuff at the end of the video, but since the brilliant Scooby-Doo Courage the Cowardly Dog crossover movie, we have gotten nothing from the franchise, with the exception of teasers and rumors, with the first being the Velma adult show, which I'll be covering in this video, so talk about more on that. Next was Scoob Holiday Haunt, the sequel to Scoob, which would eventually get cancelled along with a lot of other movies at HBO Max, which, knowing my status as a huge Scooby fan, did sadden me, but we move on. And the next news was the Scooby-Doo and the Mystery Pups, set to release in 2024. It's a preschool show for Cartoonito, which itself is a topic I want to cover on this channel sooner or later. And finally, the main talking point of this video, the new movie, Trick or Treat Scooby-Doo, directed by Audie Harrison, who also worked on Scooby-Doo 2, Uncle Grandpa, and Cat Dog, along with a few others. And also a Krypto the Superdog crossover. Not a lot about that movie, but let's just get started. The first talking point, Trick or Treat Scooby-Doo. Starting off with the only one currently released, Trick or Treat Scooby-Doo, as I said. And after the underrated masterpiece that was Scooby-Doo meets Courage the Cowardly Dog, I had the highest of hopes for both Holiday Haunt and eventually this movie. And when Holiday Haunt got cancelled, it put a lot more pressure on this one as the sole release of 2022 for the Scooby-Doo franchise. To be honest, could have been worse. The main issue I have with this movie, and why I doubt I will give it more than 2 or 3 rewatches, is the art style, which looks incredibly cheap, and compared to other movies such as Sword and the Scoob, Happy Halloween, or hell, even Return to Zombie Island. All of those have a way better art style than this, and how that is possible is beyond me. Like, the budget must have been extremely low, but I do hope the animators were paid correspondingly. The movie is annoyingly unfunny. Only like 2 jokes actually made me laugh, those being the Trevor Cameron joke and the Fred Mirror joke. But other than that, yeah, it's very, very dull. The thing I think most people will talk about when it comes to this movie is the confirmation of Velma being lesbian or bisexual, which, by the way, wasn't disproved by the fact that adult Velma has a crush on Fred, since I believe it is set in an alternate universe. But still, after watching the movie, went on YouTube to see if anybody had reviewed it, and the first thing I see is this channel called Black Conservative Perspective, called Velma Comes Out of the Closet as Gay with Interracial Relationship in New Woke Scooby-Doo movie. For one, Mr. Greg Foreman, your work ethic is fucking crazy. And for second, just what I said like 2 seconds ago. The only thing talked about with this movie is the fact Velma is confirmed bisexual / lesbian. I hope when the movie does release in the USA, when I release this video, it gets more coverage as a whole. But probably same as with Lightyear, homophobic pieces of shit are gonna ignore everything and just focus on the gay. Back to the movie though, the character of Coco Diablo is interesting to say the least. So far in the series, we haven't even questioned who makes all the wacky costumes in the franchise, so it was a pretty creative idea and the execution was decent. The remix to the main theme song at the beginning of the movie is probably my favorite part of the film, with the gang doing random odd jobs in the background. It's actually pretty charming and reminds me of Zombie Island, which is always a plus. The ending was interesting, to say the least, and I hate the fact they have perfectly set up a sequel with the Eye in the Well. But if they do make a sequel to this movie, I of course will be watching, and I hope the team will get a bigger budget and craft something to rival the late 90s movies. This movie is worse than I expected, but better than what internet people who only watch cartoons for the sake of debating the gay away might lead you to believe. Overall, I'm giving this movie a strong 5, and while it wasn't anything I would rewatch for enjoyment, I do think this movie deserves at least one chance, and the art style shouldn't immediately drive you away, as I do think it can be enjoyed. The second talking point of this video is Velma, and I'm gonna keep this short because once the show releases, I want to do a whole in-depth cartoon review on it. But this is the first time I've been really excited for a new show since probably Angry Birds Summer Madness or Inside Job. And of course, HBO Max had to ruin it with the lazy Rick and Morty self-aware jokes. Now, like how I started with the movie, I'm gonna start with this as well, and that's the animation and art style. Both of them look great, and the lighting is also really impressive, even though nowadays it isn't much of a surprise in animation for nice lighting. Leaving that all aside, I honestly don't have much to say about the trailer since there isn't much, and the final thing to talk about is the dialogue, which is fucking bullshit for starters. It's not funny, first of all, to start like that, and I pray the show itself is much different from this trailer. And pretty much that's it. As I said, I want to make a separate video for the Velma show, and eventually I will probably do a video for the Krypto movie and Scooby-Doo and the Mystery Pups. Speaking of Scooby-Doo and the Mystery Pups and the Krypto movie, the next category is Scooby-Doo and the Mystery Pups and the Krypto crossover. This is the category, besides Velma of course, I have the least to talk about, which is why I grouped them for only one section. And also for the Krypto crossover, we only have a name and leaked image from Emation posted just about a month ago. But let's get into it. The Mystery Pups is a preschool show set in a lakeside camp with 3 little pups destined to be great mystery solvers. Immediately I get reminded of the Camp Scare movie and the What's New episode called Camp Come On, I Wanna Scare Ya, which gets me even more excited than for Velma, for me at least. Demographic rarely taints my enjoyment of a show, and I've enjoyed preschool shows like Apple TV's Duck and Goose way more than adult shows like Netflix's Farzad, to use newer shows as example. And honestly, the Cartoon Needs a roster for the future looks very impressive. Tom and Jerry Time, Batwheels, Jessica's Big Little World, and the untitled Foster's reboot. So it's an understatement to say I'm excited. For the Krypto movie, I really have nothing to say since, well, there is nothing about this online. But I'm still excited since I loved the 2009, I believe, animated show on Krypto. So that's pretty much it. That was the video. Also, I want to thank you guys for helping me get the first video on this channel above 1,000 views, which was also the Scooby-Doo movie tier list. So yeah, when Velma comes out, be sure I'll be doing a cartoon review on it. But other than that, I have no idea what videos you guys can expect in the future from me, since I'm just now getting full force into cartoons again, and I'm still searching right now for a new video topic. The only one I can confirm is the Cartoonito video, but yeah. Anyways, with the music stuff, my new single Yeah Yeah just released last Friday, October 7th. As well, Hill Records, my non-profit record label, has been up for probably around 2 to 3 weeks now, and I'm excited for what that's gonna be like in the future. I have some really talented artists signed in quotation marks since there are no contracts and shit. But anyways guys, that's it for this video. See you guys next time. Peace out.